In the old days, man tried to catch a glimpse of the future in the strangest of ways. They locked themselves up in dark rooms, not partaking of food and drink. At the stroke of midnight, they ventured out into the night, through the dark woods, where strange creatures roamed. To see if they would be wealthy, to see if they would be happy, to see if they would live, to see if they would be loved. Hello everybody, and welcome to Year Walk. So this is a puzzle game that originally came out on mobile phones a while ago. So I did play this originally. I don't remember much from it, but I do know that it's creepy and it's awesome. And it's actually based off of, I think it's a real town. And a bunch of, I believe it's Scandinavian folklore. Yes. So this is an encyclopedia that we can use. And like we can have what the year walk is, so maybe we'll go over that. But just quick thing about the encyclopedia. It is a collaborative effort between Simogo, mispronounced it probably, and Theodore Almston, who is the author of all the written content. So Theodore Almston was born in Stockholm 1968, but spent most of his youth in Edinburgh, where his mother was born. He graduated from Lens University in 1992 and is a Doctor of Philosophy at the Faculty of Ethnology. His lectures on the manifestation of evil in folklore has been full every term from 1998 and onwards. Theodore has written 3 books on Scandinavian lore. The Crone's Tongue has been translated into 16 languages and received the prestigious Hornet Award in 1999. He's had numerous appearances on Swedish television, and an unaired children's short film called The Grimm was partially based on Theodore's research. So we have to look forward to some dark folklore. And this is a puzzle game too, so there's a lot of like kind of in between, but it's real pretty. So since this is year walk, let's figure out what a year walk is. Look at that cute little picture. Year walking was at its core a vision quest, with the purpose being to foresee the future. There were very rigid rules concerning the year walk, and not adhering to them could prove very dangerous, even fatal. How the practice of year walking came to be is shrouded in mystery, but it seems to have been a widespread practice in Sweden until the beginning of the 19th century, and in some rural areas as late as the beginning of the 20th century. The practice was likely over 1,000 years old, and most certainly pagan. Year walking varied greatly regionally and even locally. There might have been differences between one village and the next. All the variations had a couple of elements in common, though. A year walk could not be done on any common day. There were certain days a year when the gate was open, generally in liaison with important festival days such as May Day, Midsummer's Eve, or Christmas Eve, and most commonly New Year's Eve. A year walker could not partake of any of the food or drinks that were served on these days, a sacrifice of no little significance since these feasts were some of the rare occasions when food would be plentiful and varied. A year walker had to avoid other people, so they commonly locked themselves in dark rooms and were not allowed to see a fire for the entire day. Ooh. Perhaps not a vast sacrifice on Midsummer's Eve, but on cold winter days it would be uncomfortable at least, if not hazardous. If the year walker followed these steps, he would leave his dark room at the stroke of midnight. This would be his last chance to cancel the year walk. Once he ventured out, there would be no turning back. The church was the final destination for a year walker. On his way, he would typically encounter a number of supernatural creatures, which would pose a threat physically, mentally, and spiritually. If a year walker made it to the cemetery, he would walk around the church in an intricate pattern. This would open the year walker's eyes to the future, but it would also lure out the church grim. After having completed the year walk, the walker would see visions that would manifest themselves in different manners. When the year walker left the cemetery, he might, for instance, see a somber procession of dancers dressed in their finest church clothes. These would be the people that would die the following year. A recurring theme is, of course, the year walker who meets his own ghosts on the road. Another story tells of how the walker would see newly dug graves. Love played a great part too, so as a walker would typically meet wedding processions or even attend weddings yet to come. One testimony from the late 19th century tells of a mental patient named Martin Nilsson, who described his visions as otherworldly experiences. Before I saw what happened next year, I lived among the stars. I lived there for many lifetimes, it seems. What do I care for next year? Time has already ended. Today, the practice seems to be almost entirely forgotten. Except for us, right? So, that's what a year walk is. And if you didn't notice, this is probably going to be very narrative heavy, so story time! Okay. We are walking about. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the back. She's having a consumption. No, she just wants to get into her room while my husband works, so she's kind of yelling her head off. She's not allowed in there because she keeps stepping on keyboards. Like every cat does. Oh, what'd I do here? Am I already lost? Oh, I can't play with that yet, I don't think. I have 0 hints as to what to do. So we're just gonna go forward. We're looking for arrows that pop up here and then down there, so waiting for those. Maybe I can go down, then I can't go over more, so up. Can I go up further? No. Okay. This just looks super cold. It's all the snow. Windmill. Can I not walk forward over here? Aha! Hello! There you are! I've been waiting for you all day. You should not go outside without a hat on a cold day like this. You'll freeze your ears off. And I'm quite fond of the person those ears belong to. Aw, she's so cute. I like the music. Did anyone see you coming here? Why are you so concerned? Now you're being silly. You know that I'm not ashamed of you. It's not that. I like you very much. But you and I come from different worlds. He is waiting for my answer. I said I'd give it to him next year. And this is the last day of this year. Oh, you're gonna leave me, huh? Now you're being unfair. This isn't any easier for me. I don't like it when you're like this. Calm down. Year walking. I hope you are joking. You do remember what happened to my cousin, don't you? No. Promise me you won't do anything foolish. You're not supposed to know what happens in the future. Yeah? You should hurry home to your cottage and get some rest. Are you sure? It's getting dark soon. Hurry home to your cottage. Okay. So much for my girlfriend, I guess. It's gonna leave me for another person who proposed to her. Life is rough. Ah, hints menu. Nice. I think I'm just going this way, right? It's easier to find my way home than to find my way there. But maybe it's because I just done it before. Can't you just walk through the woods, my man? Like, just... go through the trees? You don't have to go precisely in a route, do you? Wait, do I have to go backwards over here? I forget. This is going to be a long game. Okay, up. No, wait. No, 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 no. Go forward. Over. No, wait. I forgot my way already. What the heck? Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay. Remember where I'm going. Oh, my poor cat. Oh, there it is. Aha, so close. Okay. Let's go home. It's getting dark. I'll freeze my ears off. Aha! Hello! Figure I'd just start clicking. Yeah. We almost have it. That it? Oh, spells year walk. Okay. We are out, and it's nighttime. I wonder if it's midnight, like what we read. Right? Right? I don't know where I'm going, though. I know we're going somewhere. We'll just, figure it out as we go along. Hi! Hello? What's this? Can I not go to it? Ooh, what's this? Let's check our handy... Oh, there is a map. That's pretty nice. Okay. Handy dandy encyclopedia. Does this match anything? No. No, it does not. Alright. Oh. Yeah, Luna, come here. I really don't remember this game. Oh, there's footsteps. Let's go with those. Oh, hi. What's in here? Oh, that's horrifying. I forgot about this. Do you not want to go that way? Can I spin you? Oh. You can spin a lot. Not that way, though. Oh, hi! What'd I do? Oh? Am I supposed to memorize where the arms are going? I can't remember. This way? Ooh. Will she do it again if I do it? Oh, she does. So, left, right, left, right. Should I write this down? And write a ton of times? Wonder... Is it this one? Okay, well... Creepy. That's what I love. I don't think there was anything in the encyclopedia for the... Oh, there was! Is that the doll? Let's see. The Huldra is known to have played a part in the Norse mythology, but she is likely of an even older origin from when man lived off the forest rather than the fields. The Huldra was the guardian of the forest. She tended to the trees, plants, and animals. I don't know if this is the same doll. A single large tree in a grove surrounded by smaller trees was considered to be the Huldra's home, or even the Huldra herself. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. In most stories, she presented herself as a beautiful young woman. This was, however, not her real appearance. Very few saw the Huldra's true face, and even fewer lived to speak of it. This might be the doll. She was often described as a lonely and woeful creature. Her relationship with humans was very complex. She could enthrall a man with her beautiful song and lure him deeper and deeper into the forest, where she either wedded or killed him. That's a gamble. The men kissed by the Huldra became apathetic and slow. According to some accounts, the Huldra was a positive force. If a hunter was kind to the Huldra, she might blow her breath down the barrel of his rifle, which would bless his hunt. Colliers considered her their friend, as she kept fires from spreading from their charcoal kiln. She also helped those who willingly offered their blood to her, but this was dangerous, as the Huldra might drink the giver dry. Ah, she had blood on her in the doll. The Huldra was thus capable of doing both good and bad deeds. It was very hard to predict whether she would help or harm, since she played by rules known only to her. So that was that one. Pretty sure. Living alone, around in the forest, chillaxing. There's other things over here. Hi. What are you? No, that's a sign. Let me see it. There's a goat head. Is that the same one? So that's the church grim. But there's no church here. Of all the creatures in Swedish folklore, the church grim was doubtlessly the most complex and certainly the most feared. Little is known of it, since it was considered bad luck to even speak about it. The church grim's appearance varied, which could possibly be attributed to the nature of the church grim's origins. When a church was built in medieval times, an animal was sometimes buried alive under the floors, most commonly goats, since they were comparatively cheap. Okay then. There have also been stories of criminals being buried alive as punishment. In other versions, the criminal's heart was cut out and placed inside an animal carcass that was sacrificed. The heart was central in many of the myths surrounding the Grimm. Stories from the south of Sweden told that if you could touch the church Grimm's heart, you could stare into the eye of creation. The church Grimm guarded the church against thieves and grave robbers, but because of it, even honest folks avoided the church at night. Some stories say that if you're unlucky enough to be the last one to die during the year, you would serve the church Grimm the following year. There are other stories that suggest that the church Grimm was not a guardian at all, but rather a sort of parasite that was drawn to the energy of the church. While there, it fed on people's hopes, dreams, and fears. A recent and controversial theory suggests that the church Grimm was closely related to a nameless Bronze Age deity. And that's the sign for it. I mean, awesome. Was it? Oh. Okay. I'm in the right place. Oh. Hi, are you the lady we just read about? Can I have the key? Okay then. I'm assuming that's a no. She took the key. That must be the church though. Oh, I can't. There's a goat statue thingy. Okay, there was another part where I could go back, I think. That's the sign. Okay, well, let's check over here, I guess. I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I know there's no real jump scares here. Let's go back. Oh, that lights up. What do you do, friend? Digital ruin. I made an 8. I don't think that's right. Probably have to find a rune somewhere, right? I'm just gonna keep clicking on things until these are getting drawn by themselves, so can I go forward? Are you gonna make anything else for me? You're gonna disappear? Oh, fine. Oh, I have to make a specific one. I thought it was doing it automatically. They're only directly across from each other, though. Okay, let's figure out what we need to draw. Oh, hey! So, like that? I feel like I should draw it. Or take a picture or something. Let's take a picture or something. We're just gonna take a quick little snip here. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Let's go back to the door and see what we get. I'm assuming that's a door. Hey, not too far off. So, here, 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 and here. Yes? Okay, one's lit. Can I get lucky and just kind of guess the rest? Oh, wait, that's exactly what I just did. Hold on. I meant to go the opposite way. Oh well. Okay, we found one, so they exist. They're around. We just have to look. Maybe I can go back more. Hi! Hi, what's this? What would I burn? Can I take the doll and burn it? There has to be something I can pick up. Oh, look at that. It's another one. Very nice. Okay. We got two. Oh, they're indicated by the eyes. They really did make this easier. I don't remember putting this all together the first time around. Okay. And there's a TD. I don't know what that means. What's an underground storage? There's an underground storage. Okay, let's go to the underground storage. We should just... The horse. There is a horse. Huh. Oh, fabulous. That is super dark. Super creepy. Okay, I'm gonna assume I'll have to get a light for that. Well, let me grab a... Okay. Let's go back to the box. I really want to go to the box. It's the horse. There it is, the Brook Horse. Okay. Sweden is a country that has a lot of lakes, rivers, streams, and brooks, and Swedish folklore is filled with strange creatures residing in dark waters. The Brook Horse was a pale horse who lived in creeks or lakes, luring children onto its back. The Brook Horse's spine grew for every rider that it lured on top of its back. When the Brook Horse was satisfied, it leapt into the water, whereupon the children drowned. The Brook Horse has a lot in common with the Nix, a handsome young fiddler who lured young girls down into the water, and according to some, they were one and the same. It's likely that the Brook Horse was made up to keep children from playing too close to the water. One of the more unusual descriptions comes from a story told in the north of Dalarna. A young man is on his way home from his work at a charcoal kiln. He decides to wash up in a nearby creek. The man finds a strange stone, formed like a small child, in the water. He picks it up. The man notices that he is not alone. He is being watched by a horse walking on two legs. The horse stretches out a human hand to the man, who gets frightened and runs home to a shack he shares with his fellow workers. He tells the tale to his comrades, who laugh at him and call him a drunken fool. He shows them the stone that now looks quite ordinary. The man curses and goes to bed. When the workers wake up the following morning, they find the man dead in his bed, his lungs filled with water, and the stone nowhere to be seen. The Brook Horse was almost always closely associated with death, not always in a negative way. For instance, in the sad folk tale Lil Niles, the Brook Horse is the one who finally leads little Nils' soul home, and thus ends his long series of misfortune. Creepy! I'm glad there's a brook nearby. Okay. Lots and lots of story, but it's super fun. There's another eye. Is there another eye somewhere? Oh, it's way up there. Oh. Oh, we should find it. We should find it. Should we do it now? We are closer to the door, I think, aren't we? Oh, I guess it's kind of equidistance. That's alright. Let's go to the door. Let's do the door. Oh, we'll have to start down here, I think. I'm trying to make the room that we found earlier. There we go. Silly me. Got 2 eyes. Alright. What's the next? Stop it, you. It's actually hard to see those little icons on the screen for me. It's up here? The hill. So we're going to the hill. They have an eye. Oh, it literally has an eye. I need to get it. So I just have to go up, don't I? Up we go. Do I honestly have to go through there to get up there? That seems... Hey, not cool. There's no other way. It's fine. That's alright with me. There's a bird, too. What does this bird mean? The night raven. Carrion birds... Carrion? Carrion? Birds were deeply linked with misfortune and death in the Scandinavian lore. The night raven, or Nattravnen, was certainly no exception. The night raven was described as a large bird with a sharp beak, sometimes with holes in its wings. If a person gazed through those holes, he would become ill. Other stories told of a giant skeleton bird that would never satisfy its hunger. The travelers foolish enough to be out at night risked being devoured by the terrible bird, especially on festival days such as Christmas or New Year's Eve. The night raven has also been described as an ordinary raven, but if it landed on a house, someone would die shortly with a terrible fever. Overall, the night raven was strongly associated with disease. When farmers sent their children out to collect wild bird eggs, they had to be careful that they did not pick the eggs of the night raven. Those eggs were considered deadly, but if the child was unsure, he could knock on the egg 3 times and say, "Out with the evil spirit." If the egg belonged to the night raven, it would turn black. The night raven not only infested the eggs, it also possessed birds, preferably carrion birds. According to some sources, the night raven was a spirit of an evil, greedy man who had not been buried properly. The greed manifested itself in the night raven's fondness for shiny objects. Shiny objects? Anywhere? Anywhere? We have to be running into these, right? I am terrible at puzzles, so... there's gonna be a lot of... Baby. Like, this has to mean something. So there's the baby. Infanticide was a fairly common crime in Sweden during the 19th century and earlier. The 2 most common motives were that there was no room for another mouth to feed, or that the child had become conceived outside of wedlock. The souls of these unfortunate children became milings. Milings? Typically, the milings were murdered by their mothers, often unmarried women who had been left to fend for themselves. The miling would commonly be left in the woods to die, or they would have been drowned by their mothers in brooks or bogs. Some milings died at the hands of angel makers. The angel maker would typically be paid the child's poor mother to find a decent home for the infant. When the mother left, the infant was murdered. The most common way for milings to haunt was through a horrible wailing sound. The miling might have taken the form of a ball of light similar to those of Urblos, Scandinavian will-o'-the-wisp, and lead the curious traveler astray. Sometimes they would cry for their mothers to breastfeed them, which would apparently set them free. One story from Bergslagen tells of an old farmer on his way home through the forest. He is approached by a small child who follows him and says, "Grandfather, grandfather, I am so hungry." The old man tries to ignore it, but the child keeps on nagging, so finally the old man loses his patience. "If you can find someone to feed you, then feed, but you won't get any milk from me." The child seems pleased and leaves. When the old man comes home, he finds his daughter lying dead on the floor, bleeding from her chest. The child he met was the spirit of his murdered grandson. Oh, a person who helped the milings find their way to the other side was often left with a gift. According to some sources, the miling would be taken in by other supernatural creatures such as Hobbs, or if it had been drowned, the Brook Horse. Cool. Now we know what that means. Shall we get a hint? I wonder how the hint system works. That's a journal. Oh. Hints. She holds the key, follow her song. Has the song been going on the entire time? Oh, Jesus. Scared me. Hi. Hello. Are you gonna marry me? Are you gonna kill me? Which one is it? Hello there. Yes? Where are we going? Okay, where are we going? I had no idea that was a background song. That was just ambient noise. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh no, is this the doll? What was the doll? Have to follow the music? There's no more music. Well. What do we do here? I like the hints. They're nice. Oh. A wooden doll. It is the doll. Okay, I've got to figure out what the doll's thing was. Left, right, left, right, 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 left, left. I just looked it up because I was not memorizing it. Oh, I have a goldfish brain. What's happening? Whoa. Into the woods we go. Literally into the wood, like we're in a tree. What's in here? I like the sound. Can I move? Oh, yes I can. Oh, it's a puzzle. I know these are making sounds, I'm just not sure what I'm matching. Is that? Is that Yeah, it's not that one. Yes. Is that close enough? It is. It's not quite a direct match, but it's partial. Higher. Okay. There it is. Jeez. So hard. So hard, bud. My cat's over here. Hi. Oh. Oh, hi. So much for me saying there's no jump scares. Hello there. Crazy forest lady. Did I kill a tree? Oh, thank you. Now I can go to the cemetery. Thank you. All right. Well, oh, sorry, kitty cat. So let's call it here because I've been playing for, over an hour because I got super lost. You won't see any of that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll pick this up next week. Bye.